I know what you're thinking. Oh, clickbait. He didn't actually do that. No, it is actually true. I lost half of my company. All right, it's a little bit of clickbait. I'll explain everything later in this video, but we're gonna take you through a journey of how I started my YouTube channel, what I done with my detailing business, where I was so many years ago, where I am now, and what I'm trying to do in the future to kind of give you a better direction or clarification of what I'm trying to do and what are the next steps are for my business and this channel. But first, we gotta get on the road and get to the first job site. We have a wash and wax on 2 vehicles actually, an MDX and a Acadia. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, you'll hear this story for the first time. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know all these details. But when I started my business back in 2011, from 2011 to 2014, 15, the first 4 years, it was complete trash, garbage, no stability, no structure, no financial anything. I hardly had any customers. I had it maybe a couple per month. Like, there was no type of business or customers or making money at all. The first 4 years, complete garbage, waste of time, stressful, got nowhere, waste of everything. All right, it wasn't until 2015 where I found my footing and realized what you have to do in order to actually grow a business, get customers, and make money, and that's marketing. And me specifically, I chose search engine optimization, SEO, to rank my website on the first page of Google. After 9 months of strictly only doing that, I ranked my website on the first page of Google, and I started getting a bunch of calls, emails, texts every day from potential customers wanting to pay me for my services. So I went from 4 years of absolute trash, not doing any type of progress towards getting customers, building a business. Then I discovered, oh look, you have to focus on marketing, you have to focus on generating traffic, leads, and sales. And after that, I was never worried about getting customers or leads anymore, because I just had an influx. And by influx, I mean I started getting 1 to 3 calls a day, 3 to 5 calls a day, 5 to 7 calls a day, all through search engine optimization. Not posting on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, none of that. It was all through Google, search engine optimization. Now, you would think that after I was able to start generating the traffic, leading the sales, and I was starting to book out my calendar, that I was like, yes, like this is good, I made it. But actually, what I actually felt out of everything else, like out of all the emotions that I could feel, once I actually realized what I had to do, and once I actually started getting the results, I felt embarrassed, I felt regret, I felt stupid, because there goes 4 years of my life. And when I mean like I had no idea what I was doing, when I had absolutely zero results, I mean that's what I mean. Like, I had nothing going for me those first 4 years. Damn, can you still see me? I came into the shadows, which should be better. So when I got the customers, when I started getting results, I just looked at myself and I was like, what in the world happened the last 4 years? Why did I not just focus on this from the very beginning? Why did it take me 4 years to get to this point when it only took me 9 months to get these results? And when I look back at it, I was like, man, all the advice I got from detailing forums, detailing Facebook groups, detailing from YouTube videos from detailers, it was nothing told me the right, oh, I just bit my bad. Nothing told me the right thing of like, hey, focus on marketing. Hey, focus on online marketing. Hey, focus on maybe search engine optimization, maybe Instagram, maybe ads, maybe Facebook, maybe in, like, no one said that. And there goes me 4 years trying to listen to all these other detailers. And I'm like, man, this was whack. All right, and we're here on location. We have the Acura MDX right now for the first one, then the second one is somewhere else. We're charging $280, and overall condition isn't all too bad. I mean, it's your typical, like, you haven't washed it in a while, some bird poo, some etching somewhere here and there. So just cleaning tires, wheels, fenders, washing, cleaning, prepping the paint, applying wax, and dressing tires, cleaning the exterior glass, wiping out the door jambs, and that should be about like 2 to 2.5 hours as well. after that happened, I was like, you know what? I want to share this information with others. I don't want others to go through the same obstacles or challenges or unnecessary path that I took. So that's when I started my YouTube channel. I started uploading just business talking head videos on YouTube about like this and marketing and this and that and that and this, because like that's literally all I needed to know in order to understand what I had to do to get customers and to make money. And since that first video up until now, it's been the same premise, the same goal of mine. It's just to help other detailers start and grow their detailing business so they don't go through the same mistakes or the same time that it took me to understand what I had to do. And that's what I plan on doing over the next however many years, because like that like pain of understanding the 4 years that I went through and then what I had to do, and I did it in 9 months, like that, it's like a real crunch in my stomach or wherever. And I was like, man, like this was so unnecessary. Like like all of this could have been avoided if I was pointed in the right direction on what I had to do. Alright, so far we have cleaned the wheels and tires, rinsed down the paint, foamed the paint, washed the paint, rinsed the paint, foamed the paint, well, we're finishing up cleaning the paint. He's still on the other half. I should be helping, but here I am being selfish. And then we're gonna rinse it down, dry it, apply the wax, and then get into all the finer details. Now here's the problem that happened when I wasn't getting any customers and I had a hard time for those first 4 years. The passion of detailing was replaced by the survival of life, right? Like I couldn't enjoy a detail because I know even though I had this one detail, everything else is not going well for me. So yes, I had maybe an interior job here, a wash and wax there, maybe once in a blue moon a paint correction here. Is that when I was there, it's like, man, like this is one customer, this is not helping me like, you know, I'm grateful for that I have a customer, but like nothing else is still any better. So like the passion of detailing couldn't be the passion of detailing because when I was there I wasn't enjoying any of it. It's like, man, like what am I doing with the business? What am I doing with my life? Like why is this so difficult? So once I started to pick up on marketing, which is the important thing, and then I started getting more into the business and operations, and then I started I just dove into the world of marketing. And I started to market for other businesses. Then I worked at a marketing firm. Then I was a marketing director for a dental company. And then I just started helping other businesses with their marketing. I just fell in love with the marketing and operation and business side of things. And that just opened my eyes up even more to like, wow, like a lot of us detailers are not business minded. A lot of us detailers are just that, just detailers. We're more technician focused than business focused. And that's a big problem. So now, like that, I've been creating so many videos, YouTube's, Instagram, emails, podcasts now. My perspective, not perspective, but my, I guess you could say, well, yeah, my passion went from a detailing technician to detailing business, to like business operations, just everything business related now. So like is detailing my absolute passion right now? No. Do I find detailing therapeutic? Like after a long day of hard working, you know, maybe being a little stressed, do I go outside to the garage and detail my vehicle? No, I mean, I haven't washed my vehicle right now in like 4 weeks, so it's a little dirty. But no, but what I really find enjoyment of is like making sure that the customers are completely happy with the experience from start to finish, making sure that they're absolutely blown away with the results that we deliver. So right now, with so much work that I had on the detail group side of things, I had to take a step away from the R3. And when I get more work for my business, for my detailing business, I had to take a step away from detail group. So it was always this balance, or this shifting whatever between detail groove and my detailing business. If I was packed with work on detail groove, then I wouldn't have time for the detailing business. If I had a lot of work for the detailing business, I wouldn't have time for detail groove. So that was always a dilemma for several years actually. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is not coming off at all. There's scattered all over the root, well, all over the vehicle actually. These little things right here. Not focusing. That right there. It's like literally all across the vehicle. Okay, so to actually remove all those little blemishes or whatever they were, we used Goof Off and Citro with a towel and just a little bit of agitation. On the glass, came off no problem whatsoever. On the paint, some came off relatively easy, but it did leave a lot of marring. And so after debating what we're gonna do, we're actually going to do the all-in-one on the half of the panels up, because that's where we used the towel and the Goof Off to take off all that gunk, because it did leave minor marring. But we didn't touch anything below half of the vehicle because it wasn't on there. So it is going to bring out a lot of shine. Even just with all-in-one, it's going to remove those slight blemishes, add the protection, and then on the bottom half, we're going to just do the regular application of the sealant for whatever we're using. That way, we're not leaving the car, you know, not worse, but because we removed those marks, but we kind of left some marring, so we don't want to do that. But we also aren't going to polish the whole thing or do an all-in-one, because that's not what the service is. So we're doing more work, but you know. Alright, so it's actually 10:43 now. We finished up doing the all-in-one above half of the door panel up, but we also applied the all-in-one on the bottom portion. That way we don't have to come back with the second application. So the top half, it was more like to remove the itsy little bit of marring that we added from removing those marks, and the bottom portion was just the application of it. So it's still just the wax part itself. So now it is looking much better because the paint itself is pretty swirled and stuff. So I mean, obviously every car needs correction. Like, there's no question, every car needs correction. But no, it is looking better just because we did remove to some degree some marring, light scratches and stuff. But again, like it wasn't like a polish or anything. It's not. I wouldn't even call it an enhancement. It's just our primary goal was to remove any of that marring that we left over from removing those marks. And it's still under 2 hours, so we still got plenty of time to complete the job within the given budget. So it's like, okay, what do I do? Like, I can't focus on two things at the same time, especially when they're two whole different operations. What my detailing business required is completely different than what Detail Guru required. And they're two completely different types of actions I need to take. Meaning, like, the detailing business is like, I'm out there servicing customers, responding to customers, making sure I'm doing like the website stuff. And then with Detail Group, it's like I'm sending out emails, I'm posting on Instagram, I'm creating podcasts, I'm responding. Like, so it's two completely different types of genres that I was working on. And to me, it's kind of bothered me that I'm not putting more time and energy into my detailing business, because Detail Group is, the whole premise is like, this is how you start and grow your detailing business. And if I'm not growing my detailing business, then it's like, I'm already capped off at my own level of experience and skill set to share it with others. And I didn't want to take away time from R3 just to make Detail Group content about starting and growing your business when I'm not growing my business. So like, for I think about a good 2-3 months, I really wasn't doing much of anything, just because like I was so stuck in between the balance of like, do I do this, do I do that? And I mean, I've battled that decision for like years, but I was like, okay, I'll figure it out later. Like, oh, okay, like, you know, I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but okay, that's good enough, I can get by. But up until recently, I was like, you know what, like, I really want to grow the detailing business, so I need to bring on a partner to the company, just because like, you can hire an employee, right? But the thing with and this is for my specific situation, for what I'm doing, for my specific scenario that I'm going through, is that if I were to bring on an employee, I'm still 100% responsible for everything that happens in the business. They still have to be trained by me. So I didn't want an employee to start off with, because that would just add more work to me in the beginning phases, and to get them to the point where like I can hand them off more work, and possibly after 2 months, 3 months, 30 days, they might leave. I just couldn't do that right now at this very second. So the next option would be to bring on a partner, meaning like they actually have equity in the company and they have actual ownership of the company. That way, for Oscar, for what I'm doing, it made more sense to go that route, because now they have skin in the game. Meaning, if the business doesn't do well, they're not gonna do well financially. So I have to find someone that's passionate, complete opposite of what I'm focusing on, and that wants to grow a business. And here's the thing, a lot of detailers want to stay a one-man band because it's so much easier, right? It's like, oh, I don't want to worry about someone else. They're not gonna come to work. They're not gonna be as passionate. They're not gonna work as hard as me. I'd rather do all the work myself. So there you are, working 10 years in your business, and those 10 years you're still answering every call, you're booking in every customer, you're scrubbing every tire, you're washing every vehicle, you're washing your own towels, you're polishing paint, you're washing your own pads, and you're doing everything yourself because you think, well, if I hire someone, I gotta spend money on them when I can just keep all the money myself and do it myself. And yeah, when you're starting your business, like the first couple years, that makes sense, but there comes a point where like you're gonna be capped off, and like there's only so much work you can do in a given day. And if you work longer hours, sure. If you raise your prices, sure. But there's still always going to be a cap, not just to how much you can make financially, but to the time available for you to spend doing other things other than business, like being with your family, go on vacation, doing other hobbies other than, I make $100 an hour and work 12 hours a day. So that's like whatever, $1,000 a day. But it's like, that's all you do. And I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying like, that's what I read and consumed the first 6 years of the detailing bit, like me trying to get into the detailing business, because like that's what everyone was talking about. Everyone's like, one man band, I don't hire anyone, it's just easier if I stay by myself, like it's less problems, I can rely on myself. And that's just what like consumed me, and I was like, okay, I guess that's the way it is. But now at this point I'm like, man, like that's also like super, not that it's bad information, but like there's not many detailers that take a step and like document it, or like are out there like with multiple shops. Like the ones that come to mind are like Chicago Auto Pros, Northwest Auto Salon. Here locally is like Vive, not sure how you pronounce it. And like those that actually build out a big operation, or at least just not a one-man band. And there's obviously there's hundreds of others that do it, but like those are the ones that I know of. And I remember, I forgot what video it was, but like they were at a conference, and like people, like it was a bunch of detailers, and like they were asking the detailers, who's been in here for 5 years, and people raise their hands. Who's been in business for 10 years? People raise their hands. Who's been in business for 25 years? People raise their hands. But if the question was like, who has more than one employee, how many people would raise their hand? If someone's asked, who has more than 2 employees, who would raise their hands? Not many. So that's the thing, like, and again, I'm not saying like anything's bad or wrong. I'm just like, for me, like, I want to help, like the goal with this now is like to keep on growing the business where we're actually hiring employees, building out a bigger operation, in the hopes that it gives, not that like this is the way to do, but like to give someone the thought of like, oh yeah, you can grow up bigger than just yourself. Because when I started the business, and like for the years that I was on the detailing forum, Facebook groups, watching YouTube videos, you did not hear or see any of that. It was all just a one-man band in your garage or in a small shop, or like you're a mobile detailer and it's just you because you want to take on all the work, because you want to keep all the money and you don't want the responsibilities of hiring an employee. All right, so now we have the second vehicle. It is a GMC is a supplement company. GMC. What's the brand of this car?
GMC Acadia.
GMC is a supplement company. GMC Acadia. We're doing a wash and wax, and then we just added a quick interior detail, a mini interior detail. So we're gonna knock that out right now because that was just added literally like 5 minutes ago. So the next phase of my detailing business is to actually grow it to something bigger than myself, right? So in order to do that, I needed help, and that's why I brought Lex. So Lex is gonna be in charge of the operation side of things. So my main focus is to, at least high level right now, it's not really exactly what we're doing, but my goal is to bring in more traffic, more leads, more customers. And then it's Lex's job to handle the operational side. So he's the one that's gonna book in the customers, he talks to the customers. He's gonna be like the forward-facing side of the company. So Lex, do you wanna introduce yourself, whatever that means?
Yep, so I am Lex. My real name is Alexis. My last name is too long to fit the video, so I'll save you that. So we met, I met Oscar. We have now merged both our businesses and are now operating under R3 Auto Detailing LLC. As he said, I am the customer facing side of this business. I am the one mainly out here detailing, although he's always coming out helping me. And I'm also uploading and taking care of some content on some platforms. And yeah, I'm happy to be on this journey with my boy Oscar, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can achieve together with both our skills online.
Alright, so a lot of you always ask, like, how can you finish the car so fast? The secret is pre-workout. You take one of these, you're instantly gonna finish the car faster. Anyway, so this is how we're gonna, this is gonna make it YouTube official, is me and Lex are gonna take a shot of pre-workout.
That's right.
And that now concretes us as business partners. Ready?
So are you ready?
Well, I wall. And it is now 3:21. We are done with the interior and the exterior on this Acadia. It actually came out really well. I didn't get any befores on the interior. That's my bad, but that's your fault for not being here. And here it is. It was just a mini interior detail, nothing special. Like, there's still going to be some actually not some, there's going to be a lot of stain. Like, we didn't thoroughly clean it. It was just a wipe down, a vacuum, just to get it looking better, but it wasn't a thorough interior cleaning as we usually do, and that's okay. The customer already saw it. They're very happy with the results. So like I said, on the exterior we charged $280 for both of those, $280 for this one, $280 for that one, and then $60 on both for the interior. The interior was added last minute, but it came out great. I mean, it's huge difference, not only from washing the vehicle, but after we clayed it, we did remove like an extra layer of debris from the bonded surface contaminants. So overall it does look much better. All right, and we are just now finishing up. It is, you don't know what time it is, right? No. It's like 4, I think. There's a little bit of wait time just because the vehicle had locks and we were waiting for the customer to come out. So now we're just wrapping it up. So it was, in total, it's $680 plus they tipped, can you see me? Plus they tipped $80 all in cash. So today it will be $740 that we make. 80 of that is tip, so not bad. And we're back in the apartment. That was a pretty long day. We actually didn't expect the detail to be that long. It was just it was supposed to be the wash and wax on those two vehicles. Then we added the interior cleaning, and that added a little bit of time. So it was an all-day thing, but we still took a break. I'm kind of slowing down the operation because I'm recording and stuff. But anyways, hope this video gave you some insight into what I'm trying to do. So I'll start, as I've been doing over the last several videos, is documenting the days of detailing. But I'll be going more in depth of that, of like maybe, you know, just showing you the progression of the company and doing all that jazz, just to see where I could take it. I could be completely lying and just like it just stays like this forever. I don't know, and then you guys will clown on me. So that's also a possibility. But we'll just see how things go. I'll be documenting the process. I'll be uploading more like, just as I've been doing over the past several videos, but you know, you'll just see the progression, and I'll be sharing you the pricing and customers and volume and all that good jazz. And if you're interested in any specific information, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll make videos or whatever. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, because that's where I ask a lot of questions. That's where I ask Q&A. That's where we have Q&As. I go live on Instagram, not quite often, but I do go live on Instagram. Download the guide to start your business down below, the ultimate guide to start your detailing business. But yeah, and also with this video, like I didn't pre-make like a checklist of what I wanted to cover. I just kind of talked as I went along the video. So the way I try to make some bullet points sometimes, but today, like, I just thought about the last portion of what I said in the video and just thought about what I'm gonna say next. So, you know, this wasn't like a fully planned out scripted video. My timeline's probably a little off. I probably missed a few details, but you know, overall, I just want to let you know that Lex is here with me now. Well, not here, but with the company. He's gonna handle the operation, so I can handle the marketing. And as I was saying earlier, is that, you know, if you want a partner, you need to find someone that's opposite of you. Meaning, if I was into detailing, I wouldn't go get a partner that's also a detailer. That'd be dumb. I'd want someone that's more business focused. So just like us, I'm more like focused on the business marketing. He's gonna be more focused on the operations detailing, and that is a perfect match. You wouldn't want two of the same thing because then you're lopsided to one side. So that's probably what I'll get. And I know you guys are gonna have a lot of questions about, oh, so how you splitting money? How is this? How is that? How do you do this? Just watch every single video for the rest of your life that I upload, so you can so that I can answer those, because I'll just be giving you different information across, you know, whatever videos and things that I do. So I'll end it right here. Hopefully this clears some things up. Just gonna be growing the business, documenting, and doing what I do, I guess. So I'll see you on the next one.